Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, August 29th, and we're going to go ahead and call our meeting to order. And I'd ask John to lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, John. All right, let's do roll call.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trapp.
I'm here. Move on to item number 4, correspondence and organizational business. Do we have any correspondence?
The Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board sent in the following. License renewal information for both liquor and cannabis license holders. Washington State Department of Health sent in notice reclassifying a portion of Hood Canal 5 commercial shellfish growing area from approved to conditionally approved, and Hood Canal 6 commercial shellfish growing area from approved to prohibited and unclassified. The Department of Energy sent in notice regarding the Shelton Fairmount transmission line rebuild and fiber optic system replacement project. The Washington State Department of Ecology sent in results of evaluation for Western Washington Phase 2 Municipal Stormwater General Permit coverage. The Washington State Department of Ecology sent in a letter regarding Haven Lake Dam and the 2023 wildfire season. The Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board also sent in special occasion liquor license for the Allen Community Association, and the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission sent in a letter regarding a proposal to change the annual dam safety surveillance and monitoring report schedule to Tacoma Power Projects.
Great, thank you. All right, let's move on to item number 5. This is the time we set aside for citizen input. We have a 15-minute limit, 3 minutes per person. And it's any topic that is not already on our action agenda. Do we have anyone in the commission chambers that would like to speak? All right. Anyone in the Zoom room? I see Ken. Ken, please state your name and where you're from. Are you there, Ken? We're not able to hear you, Ken.
It's our volume up.
He's not muted.
I know, that's what I'm saying, it's our volume up.
Oh, can you grab the
How about on the computer itself? Try one more time, Ken, please.
We are not able to hear you at all, Ken. Ken, are you able to just call in?
You might want to log out and log back in.
Ken, do you want to try logging out and then logging back in? Hearing bells.
Yeah, was that-
No, my volume's down too, so that doesn't, that was weird.
Well, Ken, try logging on and logging off and then logging back on. And if we see you pop up, otherwise give us a call. Call in. And Mackenzie, that number's on the page, right? Our website.
It should be available.
Yes. If not, it's on the agenda.
I can try to send that to him.
Okay. Thank you. All right, let's move on to item number 6 until we get Ken fixed. The adoption of the agenda.
Madam Chair, I move adoption of today's agenda as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt the agenda as presented. Any discussion? All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Move on to item number 7, approval of minutes.
Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the July 24th and July 31st, 2023 briefing minutes and the August 1st, 2023 regular minutes as presented.
Second?
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of July 24 and July 31st, 2023 briefing minutes and August 1st, 2023 regular minutes as presented. Call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. And Mackenzie, if you could let us know if you see Ken and if Ken's available. Oh, he's connecting to audio.
There we go.
Maybe. All right. Nope, it didn't work. All right, well, let's move on to our action agenda. Commissioner Nolan, if you could take items 8.1 through 8.4. Commissioner Schutte, 8.5 through 8.10, and I'll take 8.11 through 8.14.
Absolutely, Madam Chair. Item number 8.1 reads approval of warrants and treasurer's electronic remittance claims clearing fund warrants number 8098362 through 8098689. The amount $1,836,793.84. Direct deposit fund warrants 98831 through 99238. The amount $816,715.05. Salary clearing fund warrants number 7007535 through 7007571. The amount $1,087,454.22. Treasurer's electronic remittance was $410,073.38. Item number 8.2, approval to renew the on-site Park Host contracts with Laura Nelson at Foothills Park, Robert Chavez at Walker Park, Anthony Mullen at Oakland Bay Historic Park, and an additional 3-year expiring December 31st, 2026. Item number 8.3, approval on-site Park Host contract with Scott and Chris Hewitt for Sand Hill Park for a term from September 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2026. Item number 8.4, approval of a memorandum of understanding with the Mason County Historic Society for cargo unit storage for an additional 2 years expiring December 31st, 2025.
Item 8.5, approval of the interlocal agreement with Merriam Knight School District authorizing Public Works to provide reimbursable work, supplies, and/or services to the school district. Item 8.6, approval to close Beeville Loop Road at milepost 5.19, Dry Bed Creek from September 21st, 2023 until further notice. Item 8.7, approval of the resolution authorizing Mason County to enter into a sole source purchase agreement with Corrections Technology Group to replace and upgrade the jail's camera and video system. Item 8.8, approval of the interlocal agreement with the City of Shelton for an opioid abatement council independent subcommittee. And item 8.9, approval of the amendment for rural communities opioid response program to reallocate $97,338 to Olympic Health.
14, approval to place the call for bids for ground preparation, installation of playground equipment, and safety mat at Sand Hill Park. All right, commissioners, having read through the action agenda, are there any items you would like to have removed for separate discussion or vote?
Not for me.
Not for me.
All right. Do we have anyone in the audience that would like to comment or discuss any items that are on the action agenda? Anyone in the Zoom room? All right. I'll take a motion if you have one.
Madam Chair, I move for approval of the action agenda as presented.
Second?
All right, any discussion?
Yeah, oh, go ahead. Sorry, Commissioner, go forward.
Well, I was just gonna give a comment and a thank you for Sand Hill. It's funny, I was just out there just recently for something, and the first thing somebody said to me is, do you think there's any possibility that we could ever get a playground here? And it was really nice to be able to say, actually, I think there's a possibility. It looks like it's gonna happen, so, thank you for all the hard work on that. That's gonna mean a lot to my community, it really truly is. And it'll be the first playground we have up there from the county in that whole North Mason area. So, it's big. Thank you. If you vote yes.
What if we vote no? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a nice amenity that we're going to be able to add up at Sand Hill, and I hope that the community takes full advantage of it. And so it's really good when you have ball games going on at the fields there to be able to have a way to occupy younger kids who aren't playing ball but still want to be active with their families. So that's a pretty cool thing. So when that gets in, I can't wait for the ribbon cutting. That's going to be fun. Promise not to do the slide.
Oh my God, did you see the picture of both of us doing that one at a time?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
What if I get stuck? Wait a minute.
especially not in an election year.
Yeah.
The mailers will write themselves. The other thing I just wanted to mention, so we are voting today to close Beeville Loop Road at Dry Bed Creek, and just a hat tip to our Public Works team for identifying a potential issue there that we need to address as we get into the rainy season through winter, so that folks using the road are safe. It is going to be an inconvenience, but we will be looking at alternatives. And so just when we have that phase ready to go, I encourage folks in the Matlock community who live on Beeville Loop or who use Beeville Loop to communicate with us and let us know what they'd like to see. Oftentimes, these culvert replacements turn into bridge building and get quite expensive, and so we need to weigh all of that. But paramount to all of it is your safety, and so that's why we're taking action today to close that until further notice while we do the evaluation on what next steps might be available to us. So just appreciate the work of our road crew making that happen and keeping our people safe.
Great, and I want to take the opportunity to thank our park hosts. It's quite sometimes it's difficult to get people to volunteer their time, their space. With this one, they volunteer their RV and their time, and they do an amazing job. So, John, if you could express our appreciation to them, that would be great. All right. If there's nothing further, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, wait, I need to repeat. No, I didn't. I already did, didn't I? Did I repeat the motion?
I'm not sure we're talking about it anymore, so.
I know.
Just kidding. Aye, no.
Okay, I'm gonna call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Wow. It's a
Today's a good
Tuesday,
day for that, yeah.
right? All right, let's move on to,
Looks like we might have somebody that called in, is that?
all right, Ken, do we have you online? Ken, are you on the phone?
He might need to press *6.
Oh, Ken, if that's you, press *6, and we'll be able to hear you.
There it is.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yay.
Oh, hey, I do appreciate your flexibility. I don't know what happened, but if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to give you just a couple comments. Ken Van Busker, Davis Farm Road. The Belfair community still hasn't seen much activity on the Highway 3 Ridgetop Boulevard intersection as far as improvements there. And it would be nice for the community to get an update, especially with school getting started. It's going to just get more congested in that area. And I attended a Port of Allen special meeting last week via Zoom, and during that meeting, they discussed that the county's moving into the old fire station here on the old Belfair Highway. And I've been very busy and haven't been keeping up to date with what's going on there, but when they built the new fire station, I had asked during that time that the hearings examiner review the traffic there, and that he felt that a traffic impact analysis should have been conducted, but it wasn't. And I think it's appropriate that before the county moves into that building, that the traffic volumes and the actual traffic impacts should be reviewed. Me and my family and I have about 900 feet of frontage on the old Belfair Highway there, and I can verify that traffic is super fast, large trucks, and I believe a traffic signal or a permanent speed indicator might be an appropriate alternative. So thank you so much for taking my comments.
Thank you, Ken. We appreciate your comments.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. I want to thank Ken for taking the extra time to, and Mackenzie for helping him through that. All right, let's move on to item number 9, other business. Do we have any department heads or elected officials that would like to say anything?
If I can make a cricket sound, I'd do it now.
We're gonna have to get that on your phone.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to item number 10. Is it 9:15? Yes. Public hearing, and this is regarding the solid waste long haul transport and disposal contract. And Loretta, could you kind of walk us through items A and B?
I can, commissioners. Let's see if I can pull up my happy little screen. Sorry, I was getting ready for utility briefings. Bear with me quickly. I can cut to the chase while I'm looking up the packet here, commissioners. But what we are requesting is to continue this hearing today, and the request is to continue it to November 7th, correct?
Correct.
And the purpose for the continuation is that we are still in negotiations with Mason County Garbage Incorporated. And on Friday, commissioners executed a, for lack of a better term, a bridge contract to ensure that our solid waste in the community continues to be hauled and disposed of at a solid waste facility. And so that action occurred. Republic Services will be continuing to provide that service in the interim for a period of 6 months. And this gives us the room and ability to continue our negotiations with Mason County Garbage.
All right. Thank you, Loretta. Do we have any questions for Loretta?
Not for me.
All right. So you're asking us to continue the hearing to November 7th.
Correct.
Chair, before we make that motion, I see names that I don't know. Do we want to give them an opportunity to testify if that's what they want?
Sure. Yeah. Do we have anyone in the Zoom room that would like to comment or to testify?
Good deal.
All right. We will move on then.
Madam Chair, I move that we table this to, this discussion, this hearing to Tuesday, November 7th at 9:15 a.m. to consider the submitted responses to the request for proposals and potentially take action to award the contract.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to table or continue the public hearing to Tuesday, November 7th, 2023 at 9:15 a.m. to review and consider the submitted responses to the request for proposals and potentially take action to award the contract. Do we have any discussion? Nope. All right, I'll call for the vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right. Thank you, Loretta. Let's
Thank you, commissioners.
move on to item number 11, board calendar and reports. Commissioner Netherland, if you could go first, Commissioner Schutte, and then I'll follow.
Sure, I had the Gorst Executive Committee meeting, Mason County Housing Authority. I also had several meetings where we worked with AdWest and HUD in regards to the Mason County housing vouchers. Audit Committee meeting, Rotary meeting, Peninsula Regional Transportation Organization meeting. We had a wonderful Eagle Scout pinning and badging and the like up in North Mason. I'm so honored that they always invite me to those to be a part of that. Ed Amick, a longtime coach in our community, also one of my coaches for wrestling, was actually had the wrestling facility next door to the old gym dedicated to his name. It made him happy, made me happy, seeing some people there. It's funny how we all grow up and you look at each other and just go, what the heck happened to us all, every one of us. And then there's always that one that you go, what the heck, how come he gets to look like that and the rest of us look like this? So with that being said, I also met the chair of the Housing Authority. We had our special meeting, picnic at Sand Hill, Mason County recompete act. We met on that. Then we had another special briefing regarding solid waste. After this, we have a utility rate briefing. We have I have a meeting with citizens regarding their property taxes. I have another citizen regarding the property line and some issues they have with their neighbors and what the county has to do with it. I'm not sure yet. Rotary, again, overdose awareness. So we're going to be having the march in Belfair and in Shelton as we do each and every year. I hope others will attend and people will attend. I try to attend them every year. I'm very proud of them and everything they put off. Left board, law enforcement firefighters meeting, and that brings us back to more briefings and we do it again.
Let's see. Yeah, so as Commissioner Netherland mentioned, a number of special meetings and briefings last week, and some good work got done, but definitely had to be flexible. Going forward, we have another briefing today. I'll also be at the rate briefing, or the rate hearing briefing, yeah, utility rate briefing. Also have a quick check-in with the EDC on recompete to get some additional detail there. Be out tomorrow with one of our sheriff's deputies on the road for a little while. And as Commissioner Netherland also mentioned, the overdose awareness walks. Those are just they're kind of somber events, but also an opportunity to celebrate the people who are still with us and the people who are doing this walk in remembrance of loved ones that they've lost to overdose. And our public health team does a great job at putting these on with the resource fair. And I think Jamie said she has over 60 vendors for the resource fair in Shelton. Yeah,
Wow.
which is
Awesome.
tells you that there's a lot of people committed to this work in our community, and we have a lot of really good partners. Everything from people who are doing detox and recovery work to housing to, I mean, you name it, everything in between, family supports, educational supports, just a fantastic opportunity to get engaged with these organizations that they do things, frankly, we can't in county government and public health. And so just really grateful for that and an opportunity for us to get out and say thank you to them at the resource fair as well. So then we have the holiday, have a discussion with Congressman Kilmer next week. Thurston Mason interlocal leadership structure, that's a committee meeting. That's our meeting with the managed care organizations that are providing behavioral health services in here. It's an opportunity more so for the behavioral health providers to bring forward any issues that they have with the managed care organizations. So if they feel like there are issues with rate reimbursements and things like that, or policy changes that they might be able to work on, it's an opportunity to have that forum there. And then back for briefings, Mason Crisis Services System of Care Work Group, my biweekly check-in with the BHASO administration staff. And then I will not be at the meeting on the 12th, but I will be here for meetings on the 11th.
All right, thank you. Just have to throw in real quick that the Republican Party had a cook-off, and county food won. We're pretty darn good cooks here, so excited about that. So yes, we do have our utility rate workshop. I will be going to Hoodsport and touring the library there today. I have a meeting with folks with Dave and some of his people to discuss some issues that we're looking at, hopefully possible solutions. SWAC meeting, Public Works Board Executive Team meeting. And I have lunch with Jennifer to talk about EDC, the Overdose Awareness Walk. We have a gentleman from our church, he's having his 70th birthday, so we're going to be going to that. Our church is also having a picnic on Sunday out at Mason Lake. The Labor Day, people should enjoy it, and the weather looks to be promising. I'll be meeting with Representative Kilmer for the EDC Legislative Steering Committee, meeting with Karen with Public Works Board to go over the agenda. Republican Women's Meeting on the 6th at noon. Public Works Board Executive Committee meeting, my Public Works Board meeting. Want to wish a special happy birthday to my granddaughter Stephanie. She'll be 10. And then, gosh, this is a busy month for birthdays and anniversaries. My son-in-law's birthday's on the 10th, my brother's birthday's on the 11th, and my daughter and her husband Mike, they have their anniversary on the 10th. So happy birthday and happy anniversary. Back for briefings, Wasac Virtual Assembly, and then our commission meeting on the 12th.
Commissioner, I left off one thing, if you don't mind.
I don't know.
So there's the Mason Health is having an open house at their Hoodsport clinic on the 6th. It's, I think, both at the clinic, and then they have kind of a reception at the Fjord Oyster Bank going on at the same time. So I will be attending that.
That's cool.
And we may be on the same Zoom for the WASAC.
That works. Sometimes they've been getting canceled here lately, so, but that's okay. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of our agenda.
Just one question, are you gonna, for the opioid awareness walks, historically, you've always made sure Narcan is there, do we have plenty, and are we bringing it?
I'm sure.
Because I'm gonna announce it and put it out to the public, because I want them to get them, thank you.
Dave, do you want to say something real quick about that? About the awareness walk? Hate to put you on the spot, but just how the importance of it and maybe the dates.
Yeah, over there, okay.
You have to also say your name and who you're.
Where
That's
I'm
right.
from. Okay, so Dave Wyndham, Mason County Public Health and Human Services. So this week on Thursday, we'll be, as Commissioner Nedlund said, we'll be in Belfair, and then on Friday we'll be down here at Neelan Park. Again, this is an opportunity for people to connect with each other around this this plague we have of overdose. So Mason County unfortunately has one of the highest overdose rates in the state when you look at it on a per 100,000 basis. So it's been a big push with our staff and then the community as well. The community has really gotten behind this. To have 50, 60 participants, it says something huge about Mason County and Shelton. So, and North Mason as well, the folks up there are really behind working to do what we can to address the overdose problem. So our staff's going to be there. They've been working on this for weeks. I was looking at their stuff this morning. They're all excited, and it's going to be a really big deal. I hope to see everybody there and come down and just walk around and see what's out there that we can connect people with. So many people have someone in their home or someone they know, a relative or a relation of some kind, that's having a problem. Well, come down and find out what we have to offer.
I appreciate that.
And thanks.
Thank you. And
Yeah,
Thanks for not turning red.
And shout out to Abe Gardner and Chief Bakken at North Mason Fire for their work. And I know Abe and Jamie Ellerson from Public Health. I mean, this has been their event for years, and they do a fantastic job. So,
All right. Commissioners, anything else?
Madam Chair, move we adjourn.
second.
We're adjourned.
Good job, you guys.